Hi, my name is John Gallagher. I'm here at the Isilon booth at VMworld 2009, and I want to thank you for joining us here. Our partnership with Intel has actually been a very strong and very profitable one, I think, for both companies. And what I hope to really bring across in the next couple minutes is a little bit about our markets, the types of companies that we serve, what's unique about Isilon's architecture and products, and then finally a little bit about the product overview itself, the types of products that we offer, and how they fit into customer engagements. So just a little brief history about Isilon. We were founded about 8 years ago. The company is publicly traded. We're based in Seattle, Washington. The founders of the company, when they started the company 8 years ago, saw a very unique opportunity. At that point in time, 95% of data was enterprise block-based data, highly structured data. But one of our founders, Sujal Patel, our CEO, was sitting at Real Networks, and the world that he lived in was actually all file-based data. And he said, wait a minute, there is an opportunity here to create a unique architecture, a unique operating system that directly addresses the needs of file-based data, not just in terms of storage capacity, but actually in terms of ease of management, ease of data recovery and data storage, and finally, the ability to tune performance as needed for file-based data workflows. And so 8 years ago, the company was founded, and since that time, I think we've found our vision to be quite well proven out. Most data today is, in fact, file-based data. And we have several customers. In fact, over 1,100 customers use Isilon technology, many of which are scaling into several hundreds of terabytes, if not into petabytes. And again, one of the unique products or capabilities of our products is that in a single file system, a single drive, a single Z drive, so to speak, out on your network, you can have up to over 5 petabytes in a single drive. And you can start with just simply 10 terabytes and keep adding and keep adding. But without any changes to the operating system, without the need to manually tune, manually balance anything, your system simply grows and grows, but remains performant throughout. And the key reason for that is the Intel processors that we deploy throughout our architecture. So let me just turn to the cluster that I have here and highlight some of how our products configured and the role that Intel plays directly within our products. The first one that you see here is actually what we call an accelerator node. It doesn't contain any storage at all. It's just processor and memory. But because we have an accelerator node, it means that customers can configure performance as they need for their specific workflows and as their specific workflows change. So in this case, we have an accelerator node plus 5 of the 5400S a high performance node. The S series, which we've just introduced this past year, contains dual quad-core Xenon processors, and each node contains that. So as customers add more nodes into their deployment, they're adding more and more Intel processors. And so whether a customer starts with just a small configuration and then grows over time, or they start large and continue to grow from there, what we see is that the customer benefits by having distributed processing capability across the cluster. Because in both cases, whether they start small or whether they start large, they're assured of having the needed performance and the ability, the flexibility to avoid any hotspots. And we're quite different from other architectures in the storage space. The reason is that other companies use a filer head system with then shelves of drives beneath it. And what that leads to is ultimately at some point you're going to have a hotspot. You're going to have more traffic coming through those filer heads than can actually be processed and managed in a reasonable amount of time. That leads to actually a slowdown, a degradation of performance as you grow out or scale out a cluster. The Isilon situation, because of our work in partnership with Intel, allows us to ensure that performance is maintained throughout. And in fact, performance can grow if that's what's needed to meet the demands of the workflow. So finally, let me just close on a little bit of who we sell to and why they care. Intel's processors are one part of the equation. The other part of the equation is the operating system. And the OneFS operating system that we provide directly benefits people in areas such as media and entertainment. Most major film studios, most major television networks, many local TV newsrooms use Isilon as their editing and production capability. We also serve the bioinformatics space. Next generation DNA sequencing in particular has been a very large growth area for the last couple of years for us and continues to be so. Each DNA sequence generates between 2 and 4 terabytes of data. And as you can imagine, more and more sequencing takes place and more analysis of that data is possible. So with bioinformatics, we see a very rich opportunity continuing to grow over many years. Web 2.0 whether you're using MySpace, Facebook, many of the other Web 2.0 capabilities that are out there, we love it when you share video. It's because most of that data resides on Isilon equipment back at the data center. And as people share more rich media and grow their Web 2.0 content, Isilon's seeing a tremendous upsurge in that market as well. The fourth and final market I'll mention is design and simulation, and that encompasses areas such as oil and gas exploration, as well as getting into electronic design automation, including design of processors and advanced ICs. So our partnership with Intel, we hope, extends not just into our products, but into yours as well. So at any point, if you have questions, if you have any comments, feel free to reach out to me directly. My name is John Gallagher. Or please contact Isilon through our isilon.com website. I think what you'll find there is a rich information set containing videos, online webinars, product documentation, and so forth. So again, we're excited by being here at VMworld. We're excited by the partnership with Intel, and I hope that whether it's through our website or through watching this video, you've gained an appreciation of how Isilon can benefit your efforts out in the field. Thanks again.